Okay, to combine to imitate, we are going to look at these letters, A through F, and we're going to try to take out words that are unnecessary. The words that are necessary, we keep, and we try to set it up so that they imitate this model. So read the model to yourself. Well, I'll just read it to you. It says, he knew the bears would soon be leaving their winter dens to travel, to claim their old ranges, to challenge intruders, and to fight their fearful battles among themselves. So, when we look at A, we know that it's going to correspond with the first part. It's going to match up with the first part of this sentence. So, the first part says, or A says, she knew something about the students. And then up here it says, he knew the bears would soon be leaving. She knew something about the students. He knew, she knew. Now we go down to B. She knew they would soon be entering their classrooms. So he knew the bears would soon be leaving their winter dens. So he knew and she knew match up. There's nothing that matches up with something. So we don't want it. She knew about the students. He knew the bears would soon be leaving their winter dens. So she knew, and it doesn't say anything like about after he knew. It goes the bears. So what if we say the students? She knew the students. She knew he knew the bears would soon be leaving their winter dens. She knew the students would soon be entering their new classrooms. So we need to get rid of this part. So now we have she knew the students would soon be entering their new classrooms. He knew the bears would soon be leaving their winter dens. Do you see how that matches up, how that corresponds? They're not the same words, but they're the same type of words that are matching up. Like he and she are both pronouns, which means they're words. They are words that are identifying a person, but without a name. Then you get new and new, the exact same word. The bears, the students, right? So you both have words that just state the nouns, right? The bears, the students. Would soon be, would soon be. Leaving is an action word. Entering is an action word. Their winter dens, their new classrooms. And then, over here, to claim their old ranges. So down here, the students would be entering the classrooms to learn. Okay, actually I got it backwards. He knew the bears would soon be leaving their winter dens to travel. And you come down here, the students would be entering the classrooms to learn. So obviously we get rid of everything except for to learn, so that it imitates to travel. Because you have two groups of words that again start with the word to and have an action. Then over here, to claim their old ranges. They would also be entering them to take new courses. So think, which part do we get rid of on D? If you thought everything except for to take new courses, you're correct. Then to claim their old ranges, to challenge intruders. All right, so on this one, again, we have a word that begins with to, and we have to challenge intruders. What part of E matches up with to challenge intruders? If you thought to make new friends, you're correct. You get rid of everything else. And then we have right here, and to fight their fearful battles among themselves. F. And they would be entering them to discover their identities as young adults. Well, we know that and matches up with and. But then we have to fight their fearful battles. So would be entering them doesn't match or imitate anything. But to discover does. All right. Now, they also doesn't match anything. So, and to discover their identities as young adults, and to fight their fearful battles among themselves. So, this part matches up with the very end. And so what you get is a sentence that looks like this. She knew the students. She knew the students would be soon be entering their new classrooms to learn, take new courses, make new friends, and to discover their identities as young adults. And it matches up with the model. He knew the bears, she knew the students. Would soon be leaving their winter dens, would soon be entering their new classrooms. To learn, to travel, to claim their old ranges, to take new courses, to challenge intruders, to make new friends, and to fight their fearful battles among themselves, and to discover their identities as young adults. See how it imitates? So now you try.